Hi grade 3s, welcome back to our second lesson of music this term. Today we're going to be looking at a new piece, Phoebe in her petticoat. Not Phoebe in her petticoat, but Phoebe in her petticoat, okay? Once again, we have our grand staff, which is showing us our melody and our harmony. So we have two lines. So we have one melody, and we have our second melody, and we have our harmony, and we have our harmony. So we're doing a lot of pieces that have harmonies and melodies so that we can be able to put them together and play them together, okay? So let's start off by reading this rhythm so we can really understand it and so we can play the melody well. So let's take a look at it. So let's start it off. 1, 2, read the rhythm with me. Ta, 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 ah. Ta, 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 ah, ah. Rest. Pretty easy, straightforward. Just remember that dotted minim gets 3 beats and that squiggly line is our rest. Let's try reading it again. 3, 2, let's go. Ta, 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 ah. Ta, 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 ah, ah. Rest. Alright, let's go to line number 2 of the melody. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Ta, 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 ah. Ta, 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 ah, ah. Rest. Exactly the same as the first line. There's no difference. The beats are exactly the same. Alright, so let's try and play it. So what we notice is we have a lot of descending moves, meaning we're going down in notes. So we're going from here in bar number 1, we're going from B to A to G, and then we stay in G. Bar number 2, we're going from A to G, skip over to E. Then once again, bar number 3, we're going from B to A to G, G. So we're doing a lot of movements going downwards, okay? So that's a pattern that you have to watch out for. So let's try play bar number 1, because if we can play bar number 1, we can play bar number 3 of the melody. And don't forget, this is not the melody. When I say line number 2, we're going from here to here, okay? So this grand staff shows the lines. All right, let's start off. Bar number 1, B, A, G, G. 3, go. Again, go. Let's go to bar number 2. 3, go. Remember to hold that E for 2 beats. Again, go. Bar number 1, bar number 2, go. Easy stuff. Bar number 3 is exactly the same as bar number 1, so let's take it to the end. So we're going to go B, A, G, G, and then high D. How do we hold our high D? Remember? Middle finger over there, and we don't cover the back. Just your middle finger covering that second hole. No other finger. Remember, don't put your thumb there. That would make it high C. We want a high D. So let's take the whole of bar line number 1. 3, go. Rest. Again, line number 1, go. Rest. Let me hear you try it by yourself. Ta, ta, ah, rest. All right, let's go to line number 2. Once again, we have the exact same move that we had in bar 1. We have a B, A, G, G, just like here. And over here, we have a A, G, E, same as here. It's only in bar number 7 where things change up a bit. All right, so let's try bar number 5 and bar number 6. 3, go. All right, no difference. Now let's take it to bar number 7. We go from a low D all the way to a B. Low D, B, B, A. Okay, so let's see how that sounds. 3, go. And you can already hear it. It wants to go back to that G. So let's go from bar number 7 to bar number 8. 3, go. Rest. Remember? 3 beats. Let's try the whole of line number 2 of the melody. 3, go. Let's put line number 1 and line number 2 of the melody. 1, 2, 3, go. Now, in your books, in the sheet that I've given you, you'll see it's not just 2 lines. It looks like 3 lines. But I've just put it in 2 lines so that it can fit on this board. All right. But in your music sheet, it will be no different except just more lines. But the notes are exactly the same. So don't start to wonder, why does it look different here versus in my book? It's the exact same notes. It's just the book is a bit smaller, so they need to write more lines. Okay. Let's now try our harmony line. Our harmony line is going to be a little bit trickier than a melody line, but we can do it. So let's start off. Bar 1 of our harmony. We have a G, D, D, B. So we're going from G, high D, B. Let's try that. We have a big leap right there. 3, go. Again. Now we're going to take it to C, B, then back to C. So how do we hold C? It's exactly the same as holding a high D, except you now put your thumb on that back hole. That's the only difference. This would be high D with a thumb, high C. So let's try bar number 2 of the harmony. 3, go. Again, let's go. Let's put bar 1 and bar 2 of the harmony. Let's go. By yourself, let me hear you. One more time. Now let's take it to bar number 3 of the harmony. Notice it is exactly the same as bar number 1. So in fact, let's go from bar 1 to bar 3 of the harmony. 3, go. Now let's get bar number 4 of the harmony. We have A, skipping all the way to another space note, D, then to F sharp. So we're just playing in the spaces here. We consider this like part of the space, dangling D. So we go A, D, F sharp. Let's try that slowly. 3, go. Rest. Again, let's go. Rest. One more time. Rest. By yourself, let me hear you. Rest again. Rest. Put the whole of line number 1 of the harmony. 3, go. Rest. Again. 3, go. Rest. All right, let's take to line number 2 of the harmony. It's going to be exactly the same as it was up over here. Bar number 5 will look exactly the same as bar number 1. Bar number 6 is exactly the same as bar number 2. So let's try play line number 2 from bar 5 to bar 6. 3, go. Actually, you can see there's a different note here. This is the only note that's different from bar number 2. So it still goes C, B, but instead of going back to C, it goes down to G. So let's try that from line number 2. 3, go. All right, let's try just bar number 6 by itself. 3, go. 3, go. G, by yourself, go. All right, let's take it to bar number 7. We're going to have a big leap right here. We're going to go from F sharp to high D, then to C. Okay, so let's try that nice and slow. F sharp to high D to C. 3, go. 3, go. Let's finish it off. Let's hold that B for 3 beats. So bar number 7, bar number 8. 3, go. Rest. Again, bar 7 and then bar 8. 3, go. Rest. Let's put the whole of line 2 of the harmony. 3, go. Again, line 2 of the harmony. Rest. Let's now put the whole of the harmony. So remember reading from the second line to that second line here. So the second line of this grand staff, whoop, that's line 1. And then the second line of this grand staff down here, whoop, that's line number 2. So let's go from the harmony. 3, go. Rest. All right, grade 2s. So that's how you play Phoebe in her petticoat, the melody and the harmony. The harmony can sound a bit tricky because it's got a lot of big jumps, but you can do it as long as you practice. So now let's see how this piece sounds as a duet when we have someone playing both the melody and the harmony at the same time. Alright, grade 3s, so now that you've heard Phoebe in a petticoat, go practice it, get both parts really well, because when I ask you to play this piece for me, you're going to play it with me. You're going to play one part, either the melody or the harmony, and you're going to play it with me, okay? So get very comfortable with it, and I will see you next week for our third piece. Bye, grade 3.